Hey, it's back with another video. Now there's a Michael Jackson biopic reportedly on the way. So now you got a Michael Jackson biography coming, even though the Jackson estate is not going to approve of this because only Michael's family knows what's going on. We can only guess of what's what and when, where and when it's going to happen. And of course, in the screenshot, as you can see, is Michael Jackson himself. The next artist to get the jukebox biographic treatment is Michael Jackson. Yes, the King of Pop is reportedly getting a biopic just a few months after the documentary Leaving Neverland and rustled up sordid debates about Jackson's legacy and the pedophilia. So now Michael Jackson is getting a biopic just a few months after the documentary Leaving Neverland. And of course, you know, with Wade Robson and James Safechuck, they're both liars because you cannot trust them at all for what they said about him. But now this one is this biopic will be debates about Jackson's legacy and the pedophilia, which I think is a bad idea to be doing this biopic in the first place. Accusations that followed his career for years. Per Deadline, Graham King, the producer behind the hit Queen biopic Bohemian Rhapsody, has secured the rights to Jackson's life story from the late singer's estate. Oscar-nominated writer John Logan is reportedly working on the script. Reps for King have not yet responded to Vanity Fair's request for comments. So the representative for the Jackson estate or for the King of Pop, they has not responded to Vanity Fair's request for comments, so they don't want to talk to Vanity Fair right now. John Logan, he was an Oscar-nominated writer, is reportedly working on the script. So now he's working on the script. The film apparently won't be sanitized portrait of Jackson, Deadline notes, and the story will span his entire life. That means the film will certainly have to find some way to tackle the pedophilia claims that have been made against Jackson since 1993. The singer repeatedly denied the allegations for years and was acquitted on charges in 2005. Yeah, so Michael Jackson denied all these fake allegations against him. Wade Robson and James Safechuck, they both lied, like I said, and they claimed all Michael Jackson sexually molested us, this and that. Not true. Never happened. They lied. Wade Robson's the only one that told the truth the first time, and he came out and said, well, Michael Jackson never did this to me. But as soon as Michael Jackson passed away, here we go. Michael did this, Michael did that. And then he triggered James Safechuck to tell that lie too. And so now they told this lie that Michael Jackson did this and did that, which is not true because, you know, there was no proof whatsoever that Michael did these things to the two gentlemen, because it was all fake. However, the allegations have come to the surface again, explored at length in the HBO documentary Leaving Neverland. The doc features Wade Robson and James Safechuck, two men who claim Jackson sexually abused them when they were children. Jackson, who died in 2009, denies the claims when he was alive. His estate has also harshly rebuked the documentary, filing a $100 million lawsuit against HBO. Yeah, so Jackson's estate, they harshly rebuked the documentary, and they filed a $100 million lawsuit against HBO because HBO was not allowed to have that documentary because the Jackson estate said, no, you cannot do this. But HBO went against their I don't know how would you say, against their saying, say, oh, well, we're going to do it anyways. And that was wrong for what HBO has done. They went against their wishes. And of course, when Wade Robson and James Safechuck, the two men who claimed Jackson sexually abused them when they were children, not true. Michael loved women, not kids. Michael Jackson was married to Lisa Marie Presley for 2 years. Then he married Debbie Rowe after Lisa Marie Presley got divorced from him. Wade Robson and James Safechuck are not truth telling their story. They admitted to being liars. Now that I do believe. They admitted to being liars, but they still gonna go on with this story. Oh, Michael did this, Michael did that. No, 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 no. Jackson's legacy has been thrown into question. Though the documentary didn't tarnish it completely, there have been cultural rejections here and there. Radio stations in Canada and New Zealand stopped playing his music, while the creators of The Simpsons shelved a 1991 episode featuring Jackson. It is not currently available to watch on the Disney Plus streaming service, which hosts the iconic animated series. In addition, Oprah Winfrey hosted a powerful post-show interview with Robson and Safechuck. Well, I really believe Oprah had screwed up the post-show interview. I really believe it, even though I don't have HBO because I never saw Leaving Neverland. But in Canada and New Zealand, they stopped playing his music, while the creators of The Simpsons shelved a 1991 episode featuring Jackson. So they never put it out there for anybody to watch. They just kept it hidden. It is not currently available to watch on the Disney Plus streaming service. So Disney Plus is not going to have that episode at all. Jackson's legacy has been thrown into question, though the documentary didn't tarnish it completely. But you know what? The documentary did tarnish his legacy, and of course, Canada and New Zealand, they were forced to stop playing his music, which is wrong. However, plans for a Broadway musical about Jackson's life are still underway. On Thursday, it was announced Tony nominee Abraham Skies was cast to play Jackson, keeping mum about how the production would tackle the totality of the singer's complicated life. The musical will be tackling those extraordinary circumstances, for better or for worse. So hopefully we can all have a little bit more empathy with him. His downfalls, his demons, his struggles, he told in essence. And so, however, there are plans for a Broadway musical about Jackson's life are still underway. So it's still underway. It's still going to go on with it. On Thursday, it was announced Tony nominee Ephraim Skies was cast to play Jackson. So keeping mum about how the production would tackle the totality of the singer's complicated life. So Michael Jackson had a complicated life. Yes, he did. He did tours, he did charities, he allowed kids to come to his Neverland ranch. He loved women. not kids. So Wade Robson and James Safechuck, they both need to be sitting in jail right now for all these alleged allegations that never happened. The darker side of Jackson's life has previously been tackled on screen in the 1992 miniseries The Jacksons, An American Dream. His life, so severed as his life also served as inspiration for the bleak Atlanta episode Teddy Perkins. So yeah, there was a 1992 miniseries called The Jacksons, An American Dream, and that is a good movie to watch. And of course, his life also served as inspiration for the bleak Atlanta episode Teddy Perkins. Now, I don't know who Teddy Perkins is because I never heard of this name before, but of course, there was a darker side of the Jacksons' life as well. And and of course, the Jacksons' estate is not really going to approve of this biopic one bit too much. So and it's sad that Wade Robson and James Safechuck have to lie on Michael Jackson, saying, "Oh, he did this and did that," when it's not true because there was no proof of evidence that it ever happened. So that's why Michael Jackson was found not guilty at all. Leave your comments below. I am out.